Hi! So we're here to talk about the bow and the rosin. So there's good rosin and there's better rosin, okay? You've got this dark rosin that is typically recommended for maybe like winter climate weather, okay? Like it's so the the hairs on your bow will be able to produce sound, okay? And you only have to place maybe 4 strokes at most. It doesn't have to be a lot. But if it's a really brand new bow, then oh yeah, you're gonna have to put a whole lot of rosin on it because we want some of the powder, you know. Let's see if some of it comes out. Did you see? Some dusties, or maybe you can see it on my bow here. It's a little, can you tell? Right here? There it is. Powder, no powder. Powder. Yep. So, like I said, there's good rosin and then there's better rosin. The better rosin is obviously going to be more expensive, but it's really all about taking care of the instrument that you have. We will start with student rosin, and then there's the really nice mastery rosin. I call it mastery, but basically if you got the money to spend more, shoot, go for it, because it's a love that it gives you an incentive. You know what I mean? It gives you an incentive to learn how to play your instrument. You know, every time I go to the violin store or skim through a catalog, which by the way, I will link below some of the good websites that I purchase my strings, my accessories, or even, what I recommend for my students where they can go and just, shoot, if you need a new violin case, there are some really amazing cases out there. But anyhow, I digress. There's good and then there's even better, okay? You can't go wrong. Even if your violin is off of eBay, okay, and the violin comes from China, okay? We want to have a good violin, a good learning experience with your violin. So don't feel bad if it's, a $50 violin versus your grandmother's 5,000 or maybe 15,000. Shoot, I've seen some violins that go up to the hundreds, okay? Yeah, well, anyhow, in the next video, we'll start learning about how to move on with learning how to read. In the meantime, let me tell you how to hold the bow. So, remember, we're gonna hold the bow with your thumb in here and placing your fingers right on top, okay? Make sure you have short nails, okay? Sorry, but it's one of the things that you need. You gotta have short nails on both hands, okay? I guess you can go by with having a long fingernail on your thumb, but that looks just kind of weird. Okay, anyhow, so if you feel that your pinky is way off, okay, or way down far here, there are accessories, training details for y'all students. So this here, you slip it through the screw, okay, and it gives you, depending on how small or big your hand is, you know, you're gonna adjust it. And that was way too far in. Okay, my hand is right about a medium size, so I can't have it too far in because it'll go right here, right? It feels slightly uncomfortable. So I'm gonna slip it just here, right to the tip of the screw, and there you go. See, so my pinky will go inside the little hole. There it is. Do you see the hole? Right there? It's gonna go right here. Okay. It's gonna go right there. My thumb is in here, inside the frog. And just so how it says on page 7 here on how to hold the bow correctly. Looks like the hand is just like this. Okay. And remember that the hand is always kind of like you're shaking someone's hand, right? You don't want it to be like this. Sorry, it has to be gentle. Okay. Now for you smaller students, there is this, that it's basically the same thing as this, but this actually goes through inside here. So removing the frog, slipping this in here, so you can figure where your hand is going to feel and where the pinky is going to be. It's a great way for children to learn how to feel comfortable holding the bow. So that, I think, is good enough. So in the next video, we're going to talk about how to start reading the notes. Basic, nothing too stressful, okay? But we'll get there one step at a time, okay? See you then.